We're halfway through the year, and yes, you should be afraid of the new single-player releases on the way in the run-up to the holiday season. Well, afraid, but in a really good way. Grab your G502 X Plus gaming mouse to light your way in the darkness with its RGB, and let's take a look at some of the most exciting single-player games still to come in 2023. Let's kick off with a game that was beginning to feel a bit like a hidden frequency we would never manage to be able to tune into. Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals is finally coming to PC on July 12th, and we can't wait to dive back into this eerie side-scrolling world. This is an all-new story set 5 years after the original game. Riley has returned to her hometown of Carmina on the hunt for mysterious radio signals that have been reported. While you don't need to have played the original, we can heartily recommend it, so you can experience the incredible flowing dialogue options that almost turn the game into a beautiful interactive graphic novel. And probably be prepared for some light scares at the same time.
Riley? Riley, are you there?
Next up, it's time to get sandy with a brand new open-world RPG surfing into action on August 10th. Atlas Fallen from Deck 13 takes place in a sandy fantasy post-apocalypse. It's important to say that from the gameplay we've seen so far, this is a game entirely obsessed with scale. Whether you're hurtling across golden sands or taking on the foes of this world, everything looks absolutely huge. In fact, there's not a normal-sized enemy in sight. Good thing it looks like there's some enjoyably ridiculous weaponry to match them. This might just be a surprise highlight of the year. And after a couple of delays, it's finally time to take to the skies and one of the 1,000 planets awaiting our presence in Bethesda's Starfield. Given that this is the first new IP from the team in 25 years, we can very much forgive the slight lateness. From what we've seen so far, this is delving deeper than any of Bethesda's other RPGs into player customization. Here, we can obviously customize our own main character as usual, but the skill tree is vast and traits are here to make things interesting. And that's only the beginning. We can personalize our spaceship down to modular parts, and even our arsenal of weaponry too. And all of this for exploring a vast realm amidst the stars full of unique characters and stories.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Oh, Basim, it's you! Of course, we'll also forgive you for being slightly later than planned. And that's definitely not because you really know what to do with that iconic hidden blade. Assassin's Creed Mirage was originally meant to just be DLC for some background on the character of Basim we met in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Instead though, this is a full game much more akin to the sneaky stabbing experiences of old as we explore the rooftops of Baghdad. Ubisoft has made it clear that this is a much less sprawling experience than the huge RPGs of late, instead focusing on the series tenets of social stealth, hooded parkour, and, oh yeah, putting those painful assassinations front and center again. Oof. Yeah, we've missed this. Up next is the first of 2 incredible iconic horror series making their way back to us after decades away. Alan Wake 2 from Remedy Entertainment looks like another heady cocktail of Twin Peaks and Stephen King-influenced frights, but with a heavy emphasis on survival horror. And we do mean heavy. The speedy gameplay shots we've seen so far, with flickering torches and an over-the-shoulder angle, looks much more like Resident Evil remake than something like Control. If you haven't played the OG, now is the perfect time to make your way to Bright Falls and join a certain crime novelist called Alan Wake. He's got writer's block, but as you can see from the sequel, bigger problems quickly make themselves known.
This story is a monster.
Let's stick to the night for now and bask in the fact that the new imagining of Alone in the Dark doesn't just star the brilliant Jodie Comer from Killing Eve, but also Stranger Things' David Harbour. This slice of ultra-gothic horror revitalizes the classic horror game's trip to the haunted mansion of Derceto. We'll be able to play as either Harbaugh's Detective Carnby or Comer's Emily Hartwood, on a quest to discover what has happened to Emily's uncle. This is a 1920s set adventure hitting plenty of pulp noir beats, but not at the expense of retaining the atmospheric horror of the original. Who we choose will apparently have an effect on the way the mystery plays out, so the developers are already suggesting that we'll want to play through the madness twice. And finally, maybe you'd forgotten that it's coming out, but Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is still penciled in for an as-of-yet unconfirmed release date in 2023. Plus, you don't even have to have seen James Cameron's most recent movie, or even the original, to know what's going on. We're going to guess it might help a bit, but this is an all-new story set in the world of the Na'vi that takes us to a previously unseen area of the lush planet of Pandora. Plus, the reason that the precious minutes of footage we've seen so far has been truly beautiful is because it's all being built in the latest version of Massive Entertainment's Snowdrop engine. We'll be meeting a fresh roster of characters too, so all we know so far is that it's going to be gorgeous. And, blue. A good start. So that's some of the most exciting single-player games still to come on PC in 2023. Let us know which ones you're most excited about in the comments below, drop us a like if you've enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe to Logitech G for more videos just like this one. If you already do subscribe, just hit the notification bell to know exactly when our next feature arrives on the channel.